Hi folks, Joblot Comics here. We're having a look at a rather famous old Copper Age issue of Daredevil. This is issue number 266. The devil, you say? There's the devil falling about. There we go. It's quite a famous issue of Daredevil. It's from 1989. There's your credits there. So you've got Anna Senti and John Romita doing all the heavy lifting here, and it seems that John Romita was a co-plotter here, although Anna is on record saying that it was actually based in a sort of real life event that happened to her when she found herself alone on Christmas Day. And it is, of course, it's Christmas today, isn't it? Merry Christmas, all you doit bags out there. So we do a little Christmas episode, yeah. So let's have a look and see what makes this this issue so memorable. Well, first of all, you know, that should probably have been a splash page, but they've saved some space here by just making it the first panel. Daredevil's done in as usual, yeah. And he's in a bar. And it's one of those bars. We've got one of these in the town where I live in. And, you know, yeah, people, just all the normal folks of the day go there, and they've all got different stories and they've all got different characters. And the odd thing is, you know, Daredevil's just sitting about and interacting with them. Nobody really paying too much attention to him, and that's probably why why he went there, because he knows that the sort of caliber of client in here aren't going to make a big song and dance about the fact that there's a, let's face it, pretty well-known superhero in the bar. Yeah, so we get various different stories. It almost feels like an episode of the Twilight Zone, yeah. And then in walks this particular patron. There we go. Now, oddly, now he says, some guy took my seat. Hey, buddy, that's my... And then is instantly filled with regret. Probably not really knowing there's something wrong, but just can't put their finger on it, yeah. So this new patron says, ma'am, you say something, and for the people that you say if life's your fix, not one of them offered to cook you Christmas dinner. So then we get into the dialogue between this pair, yeah. And the odd thing is, very subtly, because Anne Nocenti knows how to show and not tell, we get the idea that although people have noticed this new patron in the bar, there's a good chance that they seem to be seen in whoever it is in different versions. So they're kind of seeing whatever they want to see at that point, yeah. So anyway, so the story progresses onwards, yeah. I don't want to spoil too much for you because, yeah, you see, this guy sees this guy, yeah. So, you know there's definitely something amiss, yeah. Daredevil's obviously seen her as a kind of femme fatale at this point. But things are starting to escalate in other corners of the bar as this is going on, and you see some violence is erupting and people are arguing and fighting. Meanwhile, Matt was going to do what Matt is going to do. And so you can see this sort of carnage breaking out, but Daredevil's just like lost in this person's aura. Where is everyone? Why do you seduce me? And then he just takes matters into his own hands. Finally, that reader sense kicking in, and he's thinking, oh, what's going on here? Yeah. So, yeah, then we're going to get a reveal here, obviously, yeah. You thought you could just punch away Mephisto. A true merry Christian would have turned the other cheek, and you get this fantastic splash page. And of course, let's face it, Nat Innocenti knew what she was doing here. If you're going to write Daredevil, you got to have some kind of devil as his counterpart. And Mephisto was used an awful lot in Daredevil, especially through this run here, and we can see his almost sort of godlike status at this point here. So it's really went from this sublime and character-led little interlude in Daredevil's life into this terrible battle for Matt's soul. There we go. There's some Ramita goodness as he... The thing I love about heroes is that they've so far to fall. Through the Christmas decorations. They're very, very symbolic in this, aren't they? So there we go. So Matt gets very easily dispatched. But then we see that they're going over to the soup kitchen for Christmas dinner. This is a couple of the patrons from that bar. And after all that, all day they decide they're going to go for some Christmas dinner. And Daredevil says, sure, that's the spirit. We'll have us a fine meal. Merry Christmas. So there you go, you lot. A Beer with the Devil, a very metaphysical story that you're probably already aware of. Let's face it, everybody's uploaded this here, but it's issue 266. You get this for $1. It's definitely worth a read. It's one of my favourite issues of Daredevil, and I hope that you really enjoyed looking at it as much as I did. And more importantly, have a safe Christmas, a great New Year, happy holidays, and thanks for watching. Subscribe, and I'll see you all tomorrow, Boxing Day.